skin system with moisturizers. Protects your skin.
Welcome back to Sun Devil Stadium. The Cowboys have got the ball. They lead 10-0, and they're starting out from their own 20-yard line.
Blitzing linebacker. He's avoiding him right here. If he picks him up, or even if Newberry slides and picks him up, they has all the time in the world to throw the ball.
Dallas, third possession. They've scored on their first two, and Aikman comes out throwing. Over the middle, complete to Novacek. A gain of about 4. Third catch for Novacek, one of those for a touchdown. Jay Novacek. His mother, remember a couple, 3 years ago, his mother collected aluminum cans all year long, hoping the Cowboys would go to the Super Bowl so she'd pay her own way. She didn't want her son to take care of her, so she found a way.
She should have hung around Paul.
My wife just used my credit card.
Aikman, second down, over the middle, Novacek wide open again, and he rolls ahead for 2 more yards, and a first down at the 38. Kevin Green finally downed him, 13 more yards.
Well, the one thing, when you're going to play the Dallas Cowboys, you're going to double the wide receivers. Your linebackers inside must look for Jay Novacek down the middle. Right there, Kevin Green and LeVar Kirkland. Nobody goes down the field with him. He's wide open. If Troy Aikman throws it up, he's going to run for a big gain.
Last 4 plays, all passes to Novacek, who's caught more passes than any tight end since 1990. Emmitt Smith scored one open field tackle by the Pro Bowler Carnell Lake.
You know, Carnell Lake, they've already said, here's a guy who was so unselfish this year that moved from safety to corner. And the team asked him if he would do that. He said yes, and he's an all-pro safety. They say one of the best safeties in the game. This guy goes to the Pro Bowl this year, voted by the players as a safety, even though he played corner. But when you see him out on the outside, he doesn't miss.
And in college, he was a linebacker at UCLA, and then they made a safety out of him, and he, even though we had all the top credentials in this day where there's a lot of meism, he said, hey, for my team, I'll play corner. Aikman on 2nd and 10. Oh, the big target, Michael Irvin. He just shields the defenders away. Another first down at the 50.
Well, Dick, it's an excellent job by the Dallas Cowboys picking up a blitz right here. Watch him go inside, and the linebackers run around here, and the linemen do an excellent job. Watch Larry Allen cross. Moose Johnson picks it up, gives Troy Aikman time to throw it outside, single coverage.
Well, here's where Irvin, he just blocks out. He blocks the sun out. Carnell Lake has no chance on the ball. But look where the ball was thrown. Down to the outside where you can't get to it.
Another first down. And Emmitt Smith picks up 5, slithering through the center of the Dallas line. And when you talk about the Cowboys' regard for Emmitt Smith, those big linemen, they love to block for him because Emmitt makes such quick decisions. They tested his vision. He has the eyesight of a guy like Ted Williams. He sees things normal people don't see, and one of that, the text is the color. He breaks on color.
Yeah, Emmitt Smith says, I don't really care where they tell me to run the football. I just take it, see the hole where my guys are blocking, and take off. So that's why he's such a great cutback runner.
2nd and 5. Smith with a flag down. A gain of 4 more to the 41. Let's see if it counts.
There's one other thing that he told us way back in the beginning of the year. Emmitt says to me, I've told these offensive linemen, you know, they're all 330 and better. I mean, that's the average, 333 offside the defense. But the thing that Emmitt said to his offensive linemen, look, I don't want to see your stomachs because they've got some big ones. He said, when you block, you go, there's one, look at Kennard. Yeah. You block straight ahead. Don't you turn around. Offside. Number 90 on the defense. 5 yards, still second out. That's Bill Johnson. But, you know, and he said, don't turn around. Just stay with your block. Do what you have to do. And that's when that vision comes in, Dick. Now he sees if there's not a hole there, he doesn't care where it's designed to go. Just you guys stay forward. I want to see your rear ends and your names. I don't want to see your guts.
You saw Nate Newton, who said, yeah, Emmett runs to daylight. He didn't run to darkness.
Yeah.
I like those darkness runners to block for.
In other words, he doesn't run up the rear ends of the offensive lineman.
Moose Johnston, Daryl Johnson, the popular blocking back, gets rare chances to carry the ball, picks up the first down on 2nd and short.
All right, Phil, I'm going to tell you now, when we sat there talking to Neil O'Donnell, the one thing that he said to us is this. We've got to stay with this team to at least the third quarter is to keep it close. If they get 17 points ahead of us, we're going to have a long day.
Well, it's, of course, anytime you're playing a team of this caliber, the Dallas Cowboys you fall behind, it just, you know, of course, it makes it so hard to win the football game. They would have to hurry up, and then that pass rush would be such a big factor.
Dumps it off to Smith. And Levon Kirkland drags him down. A gain of 3, maybe 4. Aikman now 9 for 11.
Well, the one thing I'm noticing already is that the Pittsburgh Steelers defensive line is getting no pressure on the quarterback. What little pressure they have gotten on Troy Aikman is with the blitz, so that is not a good sign for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, you saw Ray Seals that time. He never got off the line of scrimmage, number 97, and then all he did was jump up in the air. You've got to get some penetration.
Super Bowl record is 13 consecutive completions, 8 in a row now for number 8. Emmitt Smith stepping over his blocker and tripped up by Willie Williams.
Kevin Green, you know, is one of those linebackers when they talk about this guy, 91, Mr. Long here, they said he brings it to you for 3 hours. Well, he took on Nate Newton, forced Emmett to go to the outside, and then got help from Willie Williams and the other Pittsburgh Steelers. That was his job, not to make the tackle, but to disrupt everything.
Troy Aikman looking to the sidelines and not understanding the call, had his hands outstretched as if to say, what do you want? Smith goes out. Johnston stays in the backfield, and Deion Sanders wide right.
I said throw it to 84.
Aikman to Johnston, and the fullback is drilled at the 28-yard line. Might be shy of the first down, depending on the mark. Myron Bell, second-year safety from Michigan State, with a solid hit.
They've got to get the ball to just inside the 27-yard line, and it depends on where they mark this baby. It doesn't look good.
Well, 4th and 1 if it isn't a first down, and of course that stirs up memories of a very down moment for that man, Barry Switzer, where he went on 2 occasions in Philadelphia deep in his own end on 4th and 1, and the Eagles stuffed Emmitt Smith on the same play both times and went on to beat Dallas on that day.
They're not showing me where the ball is now. I got to see where the ball is.
Well, come on, Paul.
I said they didn't make it. He had to get to the inside the 27-yard line. They didn't do it. Well, I'm looking at this through all those people down there. You got to get these guys off the sideline. I'm having a tough time here.
Well, I don't think there's any question right here. Barry Switzer will go for it on 4th down, the way they're pushing the Steelers defensive line around.
And of course, Emmitt Smith re-enters the lineup. Kendall Watkins, a 200. We've already seen him blocking the end zone on the touchdown pass. He's about 280. Ron Stone over 300 pounds. They come in to bookend the line. So now we've got over a ton of beef in that white uniform Cowboy offensive line.
But Dick, the difference is that Kendall was blocking on a pass play. This time there might be a run.
This is where it applies. You have to have a gut check. Check those guts.
Well, the Steelers certainly outweighed here on 4th down and inches. Don't forget that 65 here on this end is an eligible receiver.
I gotta say this.
Johnston, first down at the 24. The Moose brings out his callers.
They got the biggest line in the business, and then they give it to the biggest back they have. It isn't fair.
It's really kind of a change-up. You're thinking Emmett, and then they give it to Moose Johnson up the middle, and Paul, like they say, and you'll see Barry Switzer 4th and 1. There you go. Goes his way sometimes.
Well, he just said, I can tell you, he was sitting there saying, please. Please.
Well, the Cowboys have not been stopped yet. possession. Looking long, Aikman deep. Touchdown, Michael Irvin as he brought a flag down. Carnell Lake was the defender, and they're saying Irvin got away with a push. No, flags are down.
Well, there's no question there was some pushing going on right there.
I'll tell you, the other guy that was wide open was Jay Novacek. I mean, there was no one, absolutely no one. You know, when they publicized Irvin, Phil, all year long about him pushing off, and we asked Red Cashin in the meeting the other day, are you going to take a look at it, a hard look at it? He said, we're going to call the game as we see it.
Well, there's no question. Michael Irvin right there loves to put his hands on the defender. That time he did on Carnell Lake.
Offensive pass interference. Number 88, 10 yards, still first down.
Watch Michael Irvin coming down the field. It's going to be the post. He's going to go inside. Carnell Lake, oh, excellent job of staying patient. Cuts off the throwing lane. Michael Irvin grabs his right hand, puts it on his shoulder, and pulls him down.
Good call. Excellent call.
So first down and 20. One of the few mistakes by the Cowboys in this first half. Over the middle, Novacek open again. And he's all the way to the 15-yard line. A gain of 19 before Greg Lloyd can chase him down.
Well, you know, I said the play before, Phil, on the Irvin interference. This guy was in the end zone for a touchdown. Now they got him split out.
Well, watch Jay Novacek again. Good job of using his hands. Puts his left hand on Greg Lloyd. Gets inside, and people underestimate the speed of Jay Novacek.
And what you saw there, too, is how Aikman with defenders all around Novacek. I mean, he had a very small window, and he put it in the right pane. First down, second down, and Emmett Smith gained about a yard. It'll be close to a first down at the 14.
Well, Dick, we shouldn't be surprised by that little window, and he threw it in there. Wednesday, we got a chance to go to practice, and it was almost mesmerizing to watch Troy Aikman throw the football with such accuracy and timing. Not from sometimes, all the time in practice.
Well, you know the thing about it, too. Now, they have a 2-hour practice, and obviously he doesn't stand out there and throw the ball for 2 hours. But he's got a pretty good handle on maybe about 50 minutes or so. Well, not one ball hit the ground the other day when this guy was throwing it.
Third down, short of the first down, about a half yard. The toss to Emmett. And they get him in the backfield. Levon Kirkland.
Boy, to me, I can't believe that this play was designed to go outside. I believe that it was designed to go to the inside, but they shut this thing up. Watch the pursuit and the speed of this defense. And then Levon Kirkland, probably the biggest linebacker maybe in all of professional football, about 263 pounds, gets there.
Oh, Bonio comes in for the field goal try out of Novacek's hold. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Good. 3 possessions for Dallas, 2 field goals and a touchdown.
Well, there are a lot of international broadcasters here from around the world, and the NFL international feed are showing us off now. We've been asked to wave to the world, so there we are fulfilling our international duty. But it's not just us here. The Germans are here, the Japanese are here, and for the very first time in history, the Indians on the Navajo reservation here in Arizona are listening to it. It's being broadcast in the Navajo language. Here's a bit of their play-by-play. And there they are, just down the road from us. Now, they're still driving the Cowboys, Drew, but it looked like Michael Irvin's reputation for being a physical receiver caught up with him.
There's no doubt that the officials talked about this before the game, and they were looking for it going in. And I've seen a lot worse of things Michael's done, worse tactics he's done during the regular season, and didn't get called for it. On this one, it wasn't that bad, but he did get called for it to show you that the officials are looking for that from Michael.
Now, Drew, you were talking earlier on about the turf. The whole field's been re-turfed since a big college game on January the 1st. Do you think the players have got the wrong kind of studs in?
I really do. They're using grass cleats, and it is a grass field, but it's grass surface on top, but underneath it's still very hard. And I would like, and when I played in situations like this, I would like to use a rubber cleat to get the better grip on the surface, kind of like you're playing on AstroTurf.
All right, well, the Cowboys were denied once on that call by Michael Irvin in the end zone, but they're still driving. Let's rejoin the network now.
One of the great defenders of the 75 years of the NFL made that celebration team, and Kevin Green trying to fire things up. The Steelers stay within 2 touchdowns thanks to the penalty against Irvin. Monio very high on his kick. Ernie Mills at the 10. And Mills spins out across the 30-yard line to the 32, where Brock Marion makes the stop. 13-0 Dallas.